Oh, we found it. The last source of truth on the internet. All pieces of media have been burned or banned because they're too conservative or too woke, depends on who you ask. All that's left is this video. But depending on who sent you, I might just have some info on where you can find a few bits of contraband. Hello, story lovers. We here at Our Only Thing are against book burning, censorship, and generally any kind of banning art and media. It unfortunately happens quite a bit, and if we keep it going, we might end up in a future like that cold open just now. This mini episode chronicles the best banned TV episodes, why they were banned, and where you can still watch them now. First up, we have the Twilight Zone Season 5, Episode 31, The Encounter. The episode is about an American World War II vet named Fenton, who's fallen on hard times. He meets a young Japanese-American man named Arthur, looking for landscaping work, and invites him to have a beer with him while he clears out his attic. As they talk, they both reveal their wartime traumas, ultimately clashing over their respective roles in the war. Pushed along by a supernatural curse on a katana, Fenton took off one of the men he killed in the Pacific. The episode is marked by a young George Takei in one of his first starring roles, and was ultimately pulled after airing only once on CBS in 1964 because of its racial overtones. In particular, a non-factual plot point about the attack on Pearl Harbor.
He signaled the planes. He showed them where to drop the bombs. My old man was a traitor.
It was the only episode of the original Twilight Zone series to be pulled from syndication and was unavailable until 2016. You can now watch it streaming on Paramount+. Next, we have The Simpsons Season 3, Episode 1, Stark Raving Dad. The infamous episode has an uncredited Michael Jackson voicing a white man named Leon Kompowski, a mental patient who believes he is the king of pop. Homer befriends him when he accidentally gets committed into the same mental institution for wearing a pink shirt to work. The episode was removed from syndication and streaming on Disney Plus by the show's creators in the wake of the revelations in the documentary Leaving Neverland, which chronicled the alleged abuse of two young men at the hands of Michael Jackson. The Simpsons executive producer and executive creative consultant James L. Brooks has gone on the record as saying he's against book burning, but in this case he said it was appropriate for the show creators to remove a chapter. Showrunner Al Jean has said he believes Jackson used the episode as a tool for grooming young boys. In a cruel twist of fate, a sequel episode where Leon Kompowski would have been voiced by Prince was never made. If only we had gotten that episode instead, as yet another reminder that Prince fans won the war. As of today, you can only find the episode in the Season 3 DVD box set. On eBay, they go for around $10. Then, there's The X-Files, Season 4, Episode 2, Home. This is the case of an episode of television being too good for its own good. In 1996, Fox aired what would become known as one of the most harrowing episodes of television ever.
How could they know?
It depicted the Peacock family, three backwoods brothers in small-town Pennsylvania hiding a terrible secret about their family.
This is our home, and this is the way it's gonna stay.
Think The Hills Have Eyes meets The People Under the Stairs. The idyllic Americana juxtaposed with graphic violence, incest, and just general grotesquerie landed this episode in purgatory. The episode was removed from broadcast re-airing for 3 years before it was aired as a special presentation on Halloween 1999 with a new TVMA rating. It was the first episode of The X-Files to don that rating. You can watch the episode now streaming on Hulu. Next, we have Bluey Season 2, Episode 13, Dad Baby. Of all shows to have an episode in question, surprisingly, not all of Bluey's episodes are available for streaming on Disney+. This episode serves as a brief explanation of childbirth, and in a fun twist, the explanation comes from Bluey's dad Bandit, who acts out everything while carrying Bluey's sister Bingo in a sling baby carrier. It's silly and perfectly innocuous, but most importantly, educational.
I'm coming out!
Ah! Well, who's gonna deliver my baby?
The episode seems to have found itself caught in the crosshairs of the culture war around sex education and gender politics in America, as it has found no censorship in Australia and the UK. While unavailable with the rest of the series on Disney+, it can be easily found on iTunes and on Blu-ray. Clips are also available on the official Bluey YouTube channel. Next on the list, Seinfeld Season 9, Episode 20.
It's the Puerto Rican Day Parade!
Quite a few 90s comedies centered around inexplicably affluent, self-centered white people in New York have aged like milk, and this episode of Seinfeld is a glaring example of just that. By the show's final season in 1998, the series had a lot to live up to as far as expectations and pushing the envelope of how awful and self-absorbed its characters could be.
I've been trying to leave this group for 10 years. Vaya con Dios.
This episode followed the principal cast trying to escape the traffic caused by the Puerto Rican Day Parade in New York City. The cause for the show's removal by NBC is a scene where Kramer accidentally lights a Puerto Rican flag on fire and stomps on it. The episode returned to syndication beginning in 2002, fully intact with the flag burning scene, and can be watched now, streaming on Netflix. And finally, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, a series that has never shied away from controversy, has a whopping 5 episodes removed from streaming. Season 4, Episode 3, America's Next Top Patties Billboard Model Contest. Season 6, Episode 9, D. Reynolds, Shaping America's Youth. Season 8, Episode 2, The Gang Recycles Their Trash. Season 9, Episode 9, The Gang Makes Lethal Weapon 6. And Season 14, Episode 3, D-Day. All removed from Hulu and Netflix streaming for the use of racist stereotypes.
I'm not saying out loud why you should be the one to have the car accident, but I think it would play much better.
And black, brown, and or yellowface. It's important to note that in all cases, It's Always Sunny is lampooning ignorant racists. As of right now, the only way to watch these episodes is to collect the season box sets on DVD and Blu-ray. And those are some of our favorite Notorious Band episodes of TV. Find links below for all of the band episodes we talked about in this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching!